Now this is something you guys don't see too often in the city of Boston, but we're over here on the VFW Parkway. It's gonna give you a look at overturned tractor or forklift, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's snapping pictures. That's not something you see all the time, right? You don't get to see that too often. I don't know how it happened, but the news media is over here too. So let's check it out. We'll call it a forklift.
Bravo 436 Frank. Good afternoon. Can you call Frank? Bravo 436 Frank. I have it.
What's going on, my man? How you doing? All right. Even
No, good thing nobody was walking by.
it's an LVL beam too.
Huh?
LVL, that's the type of wood.
Yeah, somebody could have got killed.
Yeah. Where's OSHA at? OSHA? Oh, did they call OSHA?
Oh, okay.
They call
Good to
OSHA?
know.
They call OSHA. That's
They
who
calling OSHA?
call. No, you can call them.
You can call OSHA?
You can call OSHA. Anybody can call OSHA. Yeah. They should be calling OSHA for this. I always said Boston does not have safe construction sites, and this is one example.
This is why the whole street was trying to fight off the construction.
And they try to fight after the construction. They still had it anyway.
Well, the construction just started this year, but the whole town was trying to fight over the construction.
Oh yeah, a lot of.
And they still approved it because this was basically like a banned area with rocks.
Yeah. I tell you what's going on with the city of Boston. They're doing a lot of private meetings without people knowing about it.
Yeah, which is right.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of
They
that.
care about people's safety.
Yep. Call the mayor's office too. See what they say. Yeah, just call OSHA. They have a 1-800 number. That is an OSHA violation right there. Now, there's no way that thing should flip over. Apparently, he must have been utilizing it with the boom up, which is not supposed to do that either. And they might not even have the proper permits for that too.
I should just call the OSHA violation.
Yeah, look on. I
Where are
can't
you
do.
guys from?
I'm external affairs. I have a YouTube channel,
Oh,
and
okay.
I put a lot of stuff on YouTube that the city is doing wrong.
Yeah.
All right, but this is wrong. Technically, there's no reason why that should fall, because if you use the outriggers properly and you're on the level surface, that should never happen. So something happened. Something went wrong. Something definitely went wrong on there. Looked like they were trying to drive it with the boom up, and you're not supposed to do that.
25 Bravo Street is coming in as a threat.
Yeah, I would definitely call OSHA. Any citizen could call OSHA. And matter of fact, that's your right. That's your right to call any safety violations. It's your right to do that. It's definitely your right. And where is the city of Boston in on this? Where's the building department? Like, who's in charge of all this? Because theoretically, that boom should not be moved. That tractor should not be moved with the boom up. That's what the outriggers are for. You stabilize it before you lift it up.
Still monitoring. You have a missile to your call.
Yeah, that should be. Isn't? I'm pretty sure that's correct. You can't operate that with the boom up in the air like that. You can't drive that with the boom up in the air. That's what the outriggers are for. The outriggers are to stabilize it when you're lifting it up.
Yeah.
You can't drive it with. He got the boom almost fully extended, and he's maneuvering it. You can't do that. That's supposed to be on a flat surface too. It has to be on a flat surface.
I wouldn't want to drive one.
No, it's like a extended forklift. You know what I mean? You can't really. Those things have a low center of gravity, but the boom takes it off center of gravity. And that young lady was telling me that good thing nobody was out here, because I guess kids play on the street as well. And one of the City of Boston projects, I guess. I wonder who's in charge of that. We got one of the members of the truck team here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna write some hefty violations. Hopefully they have all their licenses, the hydraulic license, hoisting license, and all the certificates, and hopefully they're up to speed. As you can see, the outriggers are in. Both outriggers are in. Some people call them stabilizers, but we call them outriggers.
It's got 4 sections, so.
And he didn't have no weight on it. He only had a piece of LVL on it, which is not that heavy. Well, it looked like 3 pieces of LVL together.
Yeah, but you have to follow insurance and if it's insurance.
I'm not too sure who's running this project, but there's no sign. Let's see if there's a sign of like who's operating this project. Usually they have like a kind of there's no plaque on it. Nothing that we can see that's readily available. There's no. Let's take another walk up here. No, there's nothing really visible that you can see. We got a building permit up here. You can't really make out that building permit from here.
Yeah, front door wide open. Doesn't seem like there's anyone inside. You can call back next to them. 608 Ocean Road. Yeah. 60414 Ocean North.
Are you all set?
They got some kind of erect permit, but I'm not too sure. I can't see all the details on there. I have to look at it later on when I get a chance. I wonder who's the building inspector that's running this project. That'd be interesting to know whose name's on it. Hopefully it's not the name of Cook. Is that the name? I think his name is Cook. I think his name is like Leo Cook. Hopefully he's not in charge of this. That'd be all kind of madness going on. So you got, I think you got Sky 7 up in the sky. I always said that the city of Boston does not have safe construction zones, and this is one prime example. One of many prime examples. Nobody's overseeing anything. Basically, the city is running by itself. We don't really have an active mayor. We don't have an active police commissioner. We don't have any really active city council members. And all the members in City Hall are just doing what they want to do. So when I say the city's running by itself, trust me, I'm not lying. The city is running by itself. There's no transparency, no accountability. Honest opinion, do you think somebody should be driving that with the boom extended like that?
Well, it's not designed to do it that way.
It's not safe to do it that way, right?
It's not designed to do that way.
It's not designed to do it that way. Okay, I like that. I like that way. It's not designed to do it that way. I like that one. It's not the.
extended to that.
Exactly. It's not designed to be extended while it's moving.
I don't believe it's extended like that. I'm not an operator, but
Trust me. Well, you're on the right page.
Yeah.
You're on the right page. Say no more. It speaks for itself. He said it's not designed to be moved with it up in the air like that. Prime example. And for my heavy crane operators out there, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have your hydraulic and hoisting license, I don't think you should be operating that with the boom extended.
yeah, you should probably get that. So it's all the costs for that.
Oh, that's hers? Yeah. Just make sure you grab that, yeah. You don't want, hopefully there's no thieves out here, but you never know, right? They might be caught on camera if they are. There's so many cameras over there. One of those cameras will catch something, won't it? You got about 6 cameras over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5. 6, I make 6, so 6 cameras. What's going on, my man? I knew you'd be over here. He beat you to it? Hey, next time, let him get here first, all right?
Try to. That's usually how it works.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm surprised they let them even still work. Technically, you should shut that whole job down. They shouldn't be allowed to even use that crane. I'm surprised they even let them use that crane over there. I'm surprised they still let them use that. Usually when an accident happens, you gotta shut the whole job down.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not sure why they're even using that. They shouldn't even be working anymore. I mean, usually when you have an accident like that, you shut everything down until you check everything. You don't let nobody do anything because
The right people to do that are coming.
yeah, I know. Trust me, they're on their way. If they're not on their way, they're gonna hear a lot's gonna fly. You know what I mean? OSHA already got the phone call. I said if OSHA doesn't come out on this one, it's a major problem. Matter of fact, I got OSHA on my speed dial. I just did. Somebody else already called them though. Yeah. That could have been a lot worse. That could have been a car coming through here. Could have been a person walking by. Could have been a little child playing. That could have been a whole lot worse. You got Channel 4 up in the sky there. You guys can see him up there. Channel 4 is way. I can't get in that close. Maybe I can. They're up there. They're way up there. They got a good view too. That camera got a real good zoom. Have you ever seen the zoom that camera has? They can look at the license plate from that high up in the sky and read the numbers on it. I don't know how many of you guys know about heavy equipment, but equipment like this right here, it's always supposed to be on a level surface. If you're going up a hill and you're going to utilize it, you still got to level out the equipment before you utilize it. You should not even operate that on a hill. There are ways that you can do it, but it's not recommended to use it on a hill. It's supposed to be always on a level surface. So,
One of the neighbors.
it's like one of the heavy hitters just showed up, so he's definitely going to get involved.
And we're on the back. Open the back door to let us know.
That-
The guy who was using the lift, maybe he had some couple drinks.
I know, that's a good question. No, that's a very valid point though. Maybe he did drink. You never know. Did they test him?
No, we don't know who was using it.
Were they supposed to know who was using it? Yeah, you're right. You might be right though. You never know. That gentleman was saying they might have to test the gentleman who was using it. He might have had too many drinks. So it's very possible.
He's got the 3 LVLs, and he was moving with it to get it up over. I don't know where he's moving it from.
Yeah. Oh, did he hit the tree too? I don't know if he hit the tree.
Well, yeah,
And those LVLs do have weight to it, but it's not enough weight to tip that truck over like that. If it's lift up from the center. If you ever use LVL, if you ever touch it with your hands, make sure you have gloves on. If you don't have gloves on, you will have splinters for the rest of the day, maybe for a few weeks. LVL has fine pieces of wood that would dig right into your skin. And how I know, because I worked with it many times. And LVL, from what I understand, is pretty expensive too. Yeah, I assume this is one of the City of Boston projects. It doesn't say who's It's very interesting. Very interesting. Just want to show you guys what happens when you're not paying attention and following the rules. If you follow the rules, 9 times out of 10 this will never happen. 9 times out of 10, basically where he tipped over at is probably where he was at. He was on an incline. He was definitely on the incline. That's a good question. That was the question. What was he drinking? Because usually the MBTA, if they get into an action like this, they got to get tested for drugs and everything. So I wonder if they have any standards. When you get into heavy equipment accidents, do you get tested? It's very interesting. So we got quite a... they're going to be waiting for a heavy equipment crane to lift this up. It may take a little while because I guess they call for a rotator. A rotator is one of those tow trucks that the back spins. Some slide forward and back, but it lifts up like a crane. So a rotator is like a tow truck with a crane boom on the back of it. That's basically what it is. They got a small flatbed, which is not going to do any good. So they're going to need a rotator. May
I didn't know if it was a Series 1 or a Series 2. So when I did the specs on it, it gave me max load at max reach 1500.
he said max load at max reach 1500. So no more than 1500 max load, max reach. That sounds about right too. And that's not even the max load right there. And that's not even max reach. So, you know, that's not even the load or the reach. It's a matter of the, we always call it user error. That's what it's called. You know what that's called, right? That's called user error. It's called the user error. This is gonna be one of those things that's it's gonna get a little attention, but it won't get a lot. You know, they try to sweep it under the carpet. They're gonna definitely try to sweep it under the carpet for sure. They're gonna try to make it look like it was nothing wrong. Is this one of your projects? Is that one of your projects? No? Maybe. Okay. What's going on, man? See, a lot of the neighbors were against this project to be done in the first place. So what happened is the city went ahead and did it anyway, even though the neighbors were against it, which usually happens anyway. I don't know if you're a neighbor, but a couple of neighbors were telling me that the neighbors were against this project to start from the beginning. Even though they were against it, they still did it anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't live that close to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would probably be this whole street.
Yeah, the lady and the guy up there was telling me that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
Probably, because anything nowadays.
Well, they have all the stuff's on Zoom, so if you can't get on Zoom, you can't have a voice. It's pretty much how it works.
True.
You know how it works.
Yeah. Thank God nobody got hurt.
I know, that's what she was saying. She was like, lucky there's no kids out here playing or
Just driving down.
yeah, a car coming by the street. It could have been a whole lot worse. A whole lot worse.
Have a good night.
You too. Be safe out there.
B5, please.
So
Thank you. 431.
naturally the city's gonna try to push this under the carpet like they always do, but we'll see how far they push it under the carpet.
Third party reporting at 415 American Legion Highway. There's a small sedan, both driver and passenger door open, no one inside. Doesn't know if it's abandoned or what the problem is.
Got it.
Thank you.
Take 411.
What's going on there?
Can you put me on a code 19 both parking?
All right.
5-4.
How's it going there, young man?
Not bad, not bad.
All right, all right.
I followed the helicopter down here.
You followed the helicopter down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought at first it was the Shell station on Baker Street.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm saying, oh, wait a second. This is
They kind of kept it kind of hush hush. They didn't give too much chatter about it.
Yeah. Well, there's another news crew coming down.
805.
Okay. Well, if you listen to the chatter, you'll find out where it's at.
Sir, can you put myself in the Oscar?
I want to see how they're going to deal with this though, because this is going to be based on how they deal with the rest of the ones too. You know, if you're gonna, I always said this: the safety, the construction zones are not safe. They got to really oversee the construction zones properly. And if you're not overseeing it, stuff like this happens. I've been talking to the city of Boston for years about this, the safety of the construction zones. There's no one overseeing them.
So one of those big tow trucks kind of lifted right up.
I think they call for a rotator.
Rotated,
Yeah. So that they're gonna call. I believe they're trying to reach out for Blue. I think Blue Hills Towing has one.
Yeah.
So they probably got one on the way.
Yeah.
That's the guy in the yellow shirt. He's Blue Hills Towing.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting how they deal with this. And it could have been a lot worse too. Could have been a whole heck of a lot worse.
At least they're in the shade.
Yeah, exactly.
And no heavy thunderstorms.
Not yet, anyway. Keep our fingers crossed. Keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, we'll keep our eyes on this one and see how it goes.
Bravo.
I'm gonna upload this later on my YouTube channel.
Bravo 434, Charlie Robert.
Coming right out of the hydraulic tank, I think.
It's a little bit of fluid. It's kind of hard to say where it's coming from though.
Bravo 803.
803.
So we're behind 7 Papa Yankee 138. We just took off on a Bravo car a couple nights ago. There was a firearm recovered from one of the passengers misled. We're going to be washing MLK. Bravo 104. Consistent. 411. We're going to be L20. Preempt us with close.
All the news media is going to get a hold of this one. This is definitely newsworthy. Alright guys, I'm gonna head up out of here because I got other stuff to do, but just wanted to show you guys what happens in the city.
803, any update?
2015 wash. It's going to be right out.
It's not a major leak, it is a leak though.
Elmo's across the street.
It's not a lot. I don't see no fluid on the dirt there, so it's not major.
Slow it down, guys. Where are you, Ray?
Yeah, come right up
Yep,
here.
slow it down, guys. You got to pull over.
And slow it down, all set at Washington Elmo.
That's interesting though. And those things usually don't tip over that easy. It takes a lot of effort to flip these over.
Guys, they have pulled those stuff.
It takes a lot of effort to flip that over. Get a little bit leakage on the back tire too. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe more hydraulic fluid. Because those wheels are spin by hydraulics as well. Interesting. It's a little bit of fluid, not a lot.
Yep, I got you.
Alright, 20 help on wash.
Yep, I
You
got
can't see the whole sign.
Okay, so the way it looks, because there is trees and everything blocking, I think we're gonna have to pull it out to the side and then upright it from there. And then once the problem is, the other side of this road, rotated has
Yeah, trying to get a rotator in here. Well, the other problem too is the boom is extended. If the boom wasn't extended, the rotator could lift it and pick it up and drop it right in the middle of the street. But because the boom is extended, it makes it a little bit more challenging. It makes the center of gravity off too when you lift it. Either way, they got to bring that boom down, because you can't tow it with the boom up. So the boom has to come down one way or another. And you really can't move the boom on the ground. You definitely should not move it on the ground like that. They could probably tip it 45 degrees, then lower the boom. See how that works. I don't know. Until next time, guys. Nez Porter. Catch you on the next one.